everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to Rick Games and welcome back to the Stanley Parable.
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on.
So interesting that the dialogue changes. That is really cool. Oh, I turned off your computer. Oh, I can affect some change. Yours is already off. Waiting input. Input received. Really? Okay, I can do a little bit here and there. Here we go. What's it gonna be?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Can't go back. Can only go forward. Can only go to the right!
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Here we go.
The lounge was grand, majestic, perhaps too majestic. Like a combination of a much smaller version and a much larger version of this exact room. It all made Stanley uncomfortable, and he started to bleed a little.
Oh!
This made him smile.
What?
At last, proof that he was human.
I don't even have legs!
But eager to
Why
get
was
back to
I
business,
bleeding?
Stanley took the first open door on his left.
So what I want to do is actually go through this door.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
But what's this? Oh, I have to... Oh, it took me down into
But
depth.
Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go,
Oh,
from here, it's, left.
I mean, I can only go left, so that's cool.
Oh, no, it's to the right. My mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking?
You got me.
It's clearly... Oh, dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
You don't know.
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
I don't know if I trust you. Is that car going to run me over? I don't want to stand in front of it. Hang on. Okay. I had to do something. Okay, cancel. Down. Sorry. A little bit of maintenance. Okay, let's go in through here. Fine. Let's do it. Where are we? Whoa!
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable.
Oh.
How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Okay, wow, that was weird.
All of his co-workers were gone.
It's back to the original.
What did it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. Listen.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Oh, interesting. Where is the story? What are we doing? Oh my God, this is just a maze of office everything. What sucks is I've been in offices exactly like this, where everything looks exactly the same, and you can't figure out where the hell you are or where you're going.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
I don't know.
Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this.
Why don't you leave the
Okay,
creamer
let's
on
give
the
it a
top
shot.
here?
Why
Alright.
not?
Yeah, why not? Let's do it. Okay, let's do it.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, this way. Sorry, I stopped to itch my eye and I walked right into something else. Okay. Where are we going? Oh, same.
Okay, yep, it's worse.
Oh
I
no!
might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
This is all because I took an elevator instead of going straight. Wow.
Aha!
What?
I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes.
What?
Wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
What happens if I go this way? Nothing. Nothing. Nothing! Okay. Nothing! Alright. Here we are. Where have you got me?
Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all.
No, what is this?
Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building.
Oh, yeah.
Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Yay!
Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all.
I do. I thought
We
that was the
both know
ending.
You didn't
I thought
put
I
in
won.
any actual work for that win. Some people
Sure I did.
win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Oh, boy. Okay. Oh, it's in some weird cabin. Oh! Well, okay.
All right, I've got a solution.
Sure.
This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Okay. Oh, this takes me somewhere different. I'm gonna follow the line. I feel good about the line.
The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
It's adventurous. I'm probably gonna get demonetized now because you're playing this music. Da, 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 da. Consolidation reports. Departmental accounts. Employee 432 peer reviews. Oh my goodness. Where are we going? Oh my god! Financial records. Corporate balances. Okay.
Wait, cut the music.
No.
Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Okay. Looks great. On with the da 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 da. No?
Wait, what? We're back at the office?
No?
No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Oh.
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you.
Yeah.
Everything we've been through, you... Well, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Oh, jeez. Do I follow the adventure line, DM?
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Ooh. But the line TM. Okay.
Now, yes, this is exciting.
Is it?
Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Okay. Let's say we're a baseball player.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Why is it all over the place? Don't acknowledge it. I still have to follow it. Hey, look at what happened to the ceiling, and it's gone now. So I didn't have a choice there.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control.
Okay.
How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
No.
Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere
I don't want to walk in
place where
circles.
we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin.
What?
So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
I can't. All right, so that's not a choice at all. You just wanted to hear yourself speak. Okay. The confusion ending.
Oh, hold up. What's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really... No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped?
Oh.
Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree?
I mean, you're not wrong.
I'm not sure if we're in the destination or the journey. Though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now.
We're in part of the journey?
We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
What happened? Oh, they made him restart.
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself. That's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all.
Okay, we're good. Ah, we're back here.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Yeah, I gotta do it.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Here we go.
And here it was, the lounge. What a room, Stanley thought to himself. What a room, what a room, what a room.
What a mighty good room.
This is what Stanley thought. What a room. What a room, what a room. What a room. Va-va-voom. What a room.
Va-va-voom. What a room.
Yeah, but...
Oh! I wanted more! No! I didn't know there was more!
Door on his left.
Alright.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
I'm gonna assume that the script, whatever the thing, the wall, that was the confusion ending. It wasn't supposed to continue on. Why am I getting stuffy again? I'm too emotional. Okay, here we go. Well, let me do anything. See this? I can at least jiggle the handle. Alright, fine. Meeting room.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Boss's office, huh? The future yesterday, tomorrow is now. Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. There's some bevel on all the text. Oh, everyone is unique. You most of all. Synergize core value expenditures. Shift global marketing parade. Monetize free to play. Monetize free to play? They've done that. Number of slides on this slide. Slides, charts, and slides. Alright, this is ridiculous. Okay. Let's get out of here. Okay. Room closet. Actually worked.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
You say it like that and it makes me not want to get back on track. What if I close this door?
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
I mean, though, just the way that you keep on saying it, It makes me want to stay.
That Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Fuck off. I never heard that ding sweet FA. I'm gonna start saying that.
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Yeah.
Standing around doing nothing? Why?
I'm touching things.
Please offer
Look
me
at the
some
wrench.
explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
What do you think they use this hose for? So much duct tape. It really does fix everything. I don't know what that is.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right?
There's a broom.
If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
Someone had to buy this rack, you know, and assemble it and put it right here.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
Okay.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid.
Aww.
He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Hookers? How can you be addicted to hookers?
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed in front of your screen. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Alright, I think that's it. That's ridiculous. Alright, fine, let's do it.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board.
Ah!
I guarantee
somebody else
you
now.
can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
But what if I go...
You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Oh my god, I don't know why that tickled me so much. Alright, fine, let's go.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yeah, I gotta. You know what? No, let's go upstairs and actually see where the story leads. The story itself. Let's see where it leads. Hello? What's that door over there? Executive bathroom. Well, hello. I get the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. So that's a lovely purse. Horse and purse don't really rhyme. Any whistle. Oh, look at all this. Look at that panda! Oh my god, there's a gun to that panda's head. Business strategy. Put gun to panda's head. What does that mean? What are you? Just a guy in a tie with a what? What does it say? I'm the most expensive boss. Okay. Can I? No? Yes? Oh. Oh. Okay. I don't know. I hit down, now I hit up, and we'll see where. All right, for real, what are we doing? Come on. It's vibrating like crazy. Why? Sorry. That was probably a horrible noise. I apologize. It's not vibrating that much. It doesn't really change my voice that much. Can I vibrate it and clear my sinuses? It's like, can you vibrate sinuses out of your nose? Try this. That hurt my eyeballs a lot, I'll tell you that much. Ow! Okay, we're fine. Getting bored now. Alright, what is this? What are we doing? Really? It's literally just, it doesn't do anything. It literally doesn't do anything. Jesus. Okay, fine.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
What is that noise?
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
All right.
2845.
All right, fine, for God's sake. But what if... No?
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself.
Well, though, that's...
And Stanley got the hell along with the storm.
All right.
Well, whoop-de-doo.
Okay, fine, I'll do it. Fine, shut up. Where am I? We're behind the scenes again. What are we doing here? Oh, well, this is ominous. I don't care for this one bit. Not one bit, I say.
Sinking deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job.
Free
Why
to
did he
do what I
this
want.
now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Okay.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Well, but... That way it says escape. No, I gotta go this way. Blackness.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Oh.
What horrible secret did this place hold?
That's where I was earlier.
Himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Yeah. It's this now. Yeah.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
All right. To the next platform. I don't get it. We're just being monitored. Why?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Okay.
But here was the proof.
Oh.
The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Okay, let's just man the controls. Yeah, let's break stuff up. Control disabled. Oh, we did it already. Yay! I don't think that's right. But, oh. Facility power. But look, there's stairs here. Is this where I came? No, this isn't where I came from. Oh, I can't get up these stairs. How do we get up the stairs? I can't. Alright, facility power. Let's hit it. Does nothing. Waiting input. Let's go and input stuff. Where is everyone?
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
We did it. What happens if we turned it on?
Blackness.
Yeah.
And a rising chill of uncertainty.
It's cold out here.
Was it over?
I don't know.
Yes. He had won.
Did I?
He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
What is this screen?
And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened,
Oh, it's a door.
Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp?
Right?
What other mysteries did this strange building hold?
I want to know more.
But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him.
Oh.
For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
Ooh.
No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Do I have a choice? I don't have a choice. There's always a choice. It's like, yeah, well, it's that or the game's over. Like, that's not a choice. Let's go.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Hooray! I got a trophy that said beat the game. I guess that's the actual, like, happy ending? But then it just puts me right back here. So I don't know.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Turn your computer off if we're not going to use it, loser. Oh! New content. So wait, all of that was in the previous game? Is that what I'm... Oh, but there's a door to mark new content. No.
When
I'm not ready.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
But the... Alright, we've actually never gone through this door, so let's go that way. Huh. Okay, no, it just takes you here. Never mind.
There was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
We have our new product. Graphs about things and money. Money. More money. Things. But with money to buy more things? Okay, get out. Just get out. Okay. What was that? Oh, the broom closet. Yeah. Staircase.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Not this time. Ooh. Why are there red lights?
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar.
Yeah, wait a second.
Simply repeating. No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
I'm floating!
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield.
Space.
And it too appeared. It was so much fun.
Yay!
And Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
That's a great
Now
point.
the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream.
Right?
Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment
Just
ago?
did that.
How else would the voice explain all that?
Yeah,
This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream.
Let's go.
So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin.
I invite myself to go to
The
sleep.
mattress on his back. The fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream.
Yeah.
I wish it to be over.
Let's have it be over now.
Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons.
I don't want that.
Please. It's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
Please give me lots of money, though.
I am okay.
I'm okay. Oh, son of a bitch.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Okay.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Why? She just left me there, dead on the sidewalk? I hope she called an ambulance or something. Am I dead? Oh my god, that was the end? All because I walked downstairs instead of going upstairs. That's the only thing I did different. And I ended up dead on the sidewalk. Oh my god. This game is ridiculous and I love it. Okay, I'm going to continue playing. Next time on Rick Games. For right now, please hit that like button. Subscribe to Rick Games. Helps me out a lot when you do that. Check out the annotations at the end of the video for more videos that I've done. And next time on Rick Games, what are we going to do?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
There is this new content door. It's open. Have we done everything? Like, all of this?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors...
You know what? Hang on a second. One second.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge
Oh, first of all, yes.
just to admire it.
Yes, I want to see the employee lounge.
It was okay.
Let's move on.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.
Right.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay. Nobody's here.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845.
Wasn't even close.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
Sheer luck.
Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Everything's lovely. What's over here? Strangely, nothing. Why can't I go there? Why is that? Okay, whatever, who cares? Okay, going down. You know what I want to try to do? You know it. You know it. We gotta do it. Oh. Did that break?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Except there's a room over here that says escape. Let's escape.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Oh, really?
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Okay,
At
but
this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
is it actual death? All right. Was that just like fall to your dead? Oh no. See, I
As
landed
the
on an
machine
elevator.
whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise,
Oh.
he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man.
Oh,
And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
wait. Is there really nothing I can do? Ah!
Farewell, Stanley,
What?
cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Oh. The Stanley Parable.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Very strange.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Kinda. Here's my computer. Office layout. The blueprint shows the office from the beginning of the game. The path from Stanley's office to the two doors was the first part of the game that was built. Sections have been added to and altered throughout development though the core layout remains almost identical to the first generation. Is this literally just like and you come up here to the two doors. Wow. The pacing of this opening section was important to get right. The corridor has been moved and altered to make sure the player reaches the two doors in a good time. The two doors. The set of two open doors were the very first concrete piece of the Stanley Parable's design. Once this room was created, the rest of the game emerged as an extension of it, an exploration of the contradiction this room posed. Filing cabinets. Okay, I'm going to leave this episode here. I really thought that it was just going to like, here's your ending. And it led into this whole different thing. And if it's like, oh, it's just going to kill me, that's funny. The Office. Button sounds. A selection of the sounds used throughout the game when buttons are pressed. Each sound is a mix of keyboard stroke and a synthesized tone. Neat. Okay, I'm going to leave this episode here. Please hit me up. Hit me up. Jesus Christ. Hey, Solitaire. Oh. Hey, employee database. Oh. Hey, there's something's being installed. Oh. Oh. Okay, I broke everything. Sorry, everybody. We're going to find out what this is next time on Rick Games. For right now, please hit that like button. Subscribe to Rick Games. It helps me out a lot when you do that. Check out the annotations at the end of the video for more videos that I've done. And next time on Rick Games. Why are they giving me credits? Are we done? No, there's more. Maintenance room. Another version of the maintenance room. Okay. Well, there seems to be more. We'll figure it out. You know what? Just finish it. We have to be close to an ending, right? Look, there's a bunch of stuff. We're not close to an ending. Greetings from Omnipotent Voice. I wanted to tell you I like the stereo parable as much as I liked... Oh. Okay, I don't know what that is. I'm not worried about that. The lounge. Earlier version of the lounge. What's that noise? Not picking up the phone would lead to a different ending. They didn't give me this one, so that was... Oh, I wonder what would have happened. There's a lot of stuff to explore here. Okay, I'm not done yet. Yeah. Next time on Rick Games. Bye.